Hey people of the verse, welcome back to the channel. It's the Eradicator, and in this video we're going to talk about Star Citizen Alpha 3.16 and how Star Citizen developers Cloud Imperium Games can try to make Star Citizen Alpha 3.16 awesome. I know that right now there's a lot of talk about, whether Star Citizen Alpha 3.16 was going to be the most lackluster patch in terms of features, and for one, I actually don't believe that the more features we have, the better patch it can be. I think that what makes a good patch, in my opinion, is how playable it is, how stable it is, and how enjoyable it is. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video, what CIG can do to make this patch awesome without necessarily adding tons of contents like they did with 3.15. Now, before we continue, guys, a quick plug-in for our December giveaway, which is going to be happening on Christmas Day. Thanks to Dr. Forbin, we've got this Anvil Liberator for the people in my Discord channel. That is absolutely awesome. If you're a member of Patreon or the Join Button membership, you should have access to my Discord channel. You'll be able to sign up for this giveaway over there. But for you guys, the subscribers of this channel who subscribe, click the subscribe button, right? Well, I have 3 prizes as well that are going to be given on Christmas. We've got the $84 armor pack that was sold during the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. It's absolutely awesome, and especially given how easy it is to lose your armor, then getting 3 full sets plus weapons is going to be a nice little addition to your experience in the verse. We also have 2 Anvil Spartans with LTI. Whether you like it and you're gonna have this awesome ground vehicle to transport your troops for bunker missions, or it's gonna be also a great LTI token if you want to upgrade it further on. So don't hesitate to subscribe and answer the giveaway question that I will be asking later in this video. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is have a look at the roadmap very quickly for 3.16 and see the potential of some of the items that are over there. And the first one that I see here is characters, which is the DNA head texture updates, it's very sober here, just implementing art updates for DNA archetypes that will improve the quality of DNA heads for both players and common NPCs. Here, my hopes is that some features that players have been waiting for a long time will make it to 3.16, and that includes facial hair. Men need to look like men, if you see what I mean, right? We need mustache, we need beards, and we need also more facial features, maybe scars or maybe some more wrinkles, better hairstyle as well, a bigger diversity of hairstyles. So I hope that we are going to be getting that. I hope that female players are also going to look a little bit more attractive. Is that possible? With maybe longer hairstyles, or we already have bangs, but just longer hair would look fantastic in my opinion. Now, the problem, of course, is how is this going to be transpiring when they are wearing armor and when they're wearing helmet. I suppose that when they're wearing helmet, it just could be covered inside the helmet cap that we can see from time to time when we remove our helmet. So that could be a possibility, right? When it comes to the hospital at Area 18, well, it's pretty self-explanatory here, but we also have the derelict spaceship's point of interest. I hope that we're gonna have missions there as well, with maybe some FPS combat or deliveries that will also be awesome. The mining gadgets have been talked about over and over again. I hope that the Gravlet Fix rework is going to allow here for the Gravlet vehicles to not be shot by the bunker turrets, because right now if you try to fly the Dragonfly near some of the bunkers, the Dragonfly is flying a little bit too high, and so it becomes a target for the turrets. So if with this rework it gets a little bit closer to the ground, perhaps the turrets would not target them, and these vehicles will be an option for the bunker missions, which are controlled by NPCs. So there we have it. These are already some of the improvements that we can think of with some of the cards that are on the roadmap. But now let's talk about what is not on the roadmap, because there is still some potential for improvement, and I think that it would make 3.16 quite attractive if the devs go towards these directions that I'm going to talk about. Now, first, I think that one of the priorities when it comes to Star Citizen Alpha 3.16 is bug fixing. There are tons of bugs, some of them totally game-breaking in 3.15 right now, that need some fixing, and given the fact that we don't have a lot of new features, this could be a great opportunity for CIG to take the time to make the overall experience more enjoyable for regular players. The first thing that comes to mind is fixing some of the missions, including the rescue missions, which they were supposed to be paying 15,000 people, but 50,000 alpha UEC, but they don't. The fact is, actually, fun fact, it seems that we are getting deducted 15,000 alpha UEC when we activate the beacon, but when people come to rescue us, they do not get the money, and that is extremely frustrating for everybody. Next, the bunker missions, which always leave one NPC out. We were supposed to be killing 10 NPCs, but there are only 9 in the count and not 10. So I think that one of the easy fixes, I don't know anything about game development, but perhaps CIG could reduce the amount to 9, where they wouldn't change the amount of NPCs that spawn, but just the objective would be reduced from 10 to 9. I think that could be an easy fix that would no longer game the break and prevent players from progressing. I think that this should be feasible, in my opinion. Next, Star Citizen Alpha 3.15 including volumetric clouds for Macrotech, which really look awesome. I think that we need more planetary volumetric clouds, and I think that Hurston would be a perfect candidate to be the next planet with volumetric cloud. Why not some of the moons as well? I think that, for example, Aberdeen would be entirely covered with some of those clouds. It would be fantastic, right? Don't you think so? And it would also make flying around Hurston and its moons a little bit more fresh and more dramatic. I would absolutely love that. Next, reputation. It's great that reputation was expanded to more professions and more organizations, but we need more reputation. Shabin Interstellar should have its own reputation system. The trash missions, perhaps this could encourage people to pick up some of those trash packages a little bit more. I know that they don't pay so well, but if there's a little bit of reputation, maybe they could increase the payout from 3,000 to maybe 5,000, right? People who have smaller ships like an Aurora or a Pisces could definitely grind those missions and make a little bit of cash for sure. Same with insurance missions. It would be great to have more reputations there and maybe have higher payouts for maybe more important targets that could be perhaps harassed by some hostile NPCs. There could be a lot of fun there as well, and I hope CIG is going to be doing that too. Quanta. Tony Zurvek said that 3.16 will have the very first application for Quanta. He said that during CitizenCon, and he said that this would come with dynamic combat beacon missions. What I hope here is that these are not going to be copycats of the old combat missions we've had for the past couple of years in the PU. For some reason they're gone, right? I don't know if you guys noticed, but we haven't seen the dynamic combat beacons for a very long time. I hope that these are not going to be the same, but that these are going to be based on actual data, either from NPCs in the backend services that we don't see, but that Quanta still considers being part of the verse, or by player actions. I think that it would be fantastic. Trade needs also more fixes. Right now, scrap is absolutely not viable. Do not buy scrap. There's no way you can sell it. The reason why is because it was possible to buy scrap at some of the stations and then sell it at the landing zones down there, which made people a lot of profits without even moving their ships. And of course, that was an exploit that CIG thought that the best way to fix was to completely kill scrap. I think that it would be great to buy scrap at the various locations around the verse and only being able to sell them at the scrap yards. I think that this would make sense, and I don't think that this could be a difficult fix for CIG to do, and it would make scrap holders also very happy. Same with drugs. Drug has been completely broken for a very long time. Either it's impossible to sell them, or you sell them in very tiny quantities, but your ship is stuck at Grimex. It doesn't make any sense, and especially since we're going to have Jumptown version 2 for 3.16, where we're going to have some illegal goods, obviously, where we're going to have to find places to sell those as well, and I hope that CIG will be able to fix that issue. It would be great to also have better delivery missions, including, why not, for example, delivering medical supplies to hospitals? How immersive would that be? How realistic would it feel to go to a station, an outpost that produces medical supplies, and you deliver the boxes to a hospital? That would totally make sense, CIG. Please give us that. Put a little drop box in some of those hospitals if we cannot use the clerks, right? And just give us those missions. It would be fantastic. We need also the return of interplanetary deliveries as well. When was the last time we've been able to pick up a package at one planet and deliver it around the moons of another planet? It's been ages. These missions were awesome. We could also accumulate those missions, and if you had good organization, you could make a ton of money doing those. It was really fun, and I really miss those interplanetary deliveries. I can't believe they've been back, but since we don't have so much content in 3.16, perhaps it could be a good idea to bring them back. I think it will make a lot of players happy. But anyway, guys, here comes the giveaway question to get a chance to win either the armor set or one of those 2 Spartans. What fixes, what improvements would you like to see in 3.16? What would make you happy for 3.16? Let me know in the comment section down below. That's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to Eric Owen and Dr. Forbin for their contributions on Patreon, and that is all. I will see you guys tomorrow for more content on the channel. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later. A huge shout out to everyone who's been helping me out on Patreon and via the YouTube Joint Membership program. Creating content on YouTube involves continuous circles of ups and downs, and it is when we are the lower parts of the curve that your help really motivates me to keep on going. Your contribution really does make a difference, which is why in return I try to give back by offering backers access to my private Discord channel, automatic access to exclusive giveaways, or answering your questions during the show. You can help me out with as little as $1 a month, and any help is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching again. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later.